Thank you so much for joining me. Just want to share with you today briefly 10 principles to successfully become her. These are going to be 10 principles that you can take throughout life in any situation, whether it's your marriage, your business, your parenting, relationships, whatever it is. These are 10 principles that are going to help you to become her and to stay on the path of who God called you to be. Moving into our 10 key principles to successfully become her. Number 1, we have strengthen your foundation before trying to build big. What I mean by that is don't try to jump off and just have something huge and massive. Huge and massive is good, but if you have a rocky foundation or a foundation that's built on sand, you won't last. A firm foundation is key to your longevity in anything that you do, whether it's your business, your ministry, your marriage, raising your children, whatever it is, you have got to make sure that you have a firm and solid foundation. Whether it includes your prayer life, your reading and meditating on God's word, if it is maybe a strong savings account, just commitment, a team, a firm foundation is going to be key to your longevity in whatever it is that you desire. Number 2, set your goals based on beliefs, not woulds, not coulds, or shoulds. That is simply saying, what do you believe is possible? You're not going to set your goals on, well, I would do this if, or I could, because the thing with woulds, coulds, and shoulds is if is usually tied to it, and that's giving you an excuse and a reason not to do it. So set it on your beliefs. What do you believe in? And if you don't have belief right now for your vision, borrow somebody else's belief until yours is built. What do I mean by borrowing somebody else's belief? You can always look and reference other people who have successfully made it in your industry and what you're trying to do. Maybe it's a church that is a little bigger than yours, or just a general ministry. Maybe it's a business or an entrepreneur that you have seen them go from the pit to the palace, and you want to borrow their belief, read about their story. Take time to look at what it was that they did. Were they persistent? What did they have? What did they do? Study those types of things, and that will build your belief, because they have gone from where you are to where you ultimately want to be, which should be a place of success, prosperity, and living out your dream. So if you don't have belief, borrow somebody else's belief temporarily, and it's okay if you don't have belief. Some of us just don't believe that we can do it. Some of us just aren't there yet. We have the vision, we have the dream, but we still have just a little bit of doubt. If you have a little bit of doubt, borrow somebody else's belief. Boost yourself up and make sure that you tell yourself every single day, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And you'll get it. Number 3, let your vision set your goals, not your limitations. So many times people go through life and they have this big dream, this big vision, this big goal, yet they won't accomplish it simply because they're focused on their limitations. They're not focused on, something getting done and something that is totally out of their control anyway, and just let God control and come in and do that thing. We focus on I can't. We focus on the I can't speak in public, or we focus on I can't run this and I can't do that and I can't have a business. We focus on the things that we can do in our own strength. That's where your focus is to set your goals. Not that thing that limits you, not that thing that says you can't, not that thing that says you're not big enough, not that thing that says you don't have enough in you. Because everything that you need to succeed, you already have within you to succeed. We're on number 4. Number 4 is stop waiting and start initiating. Number 4 is huge, major. If you're going to make it, if you're going to become her, whatever that is, stop waiting and start initiating. Because as long as you're waiting, nothing is happening. If you're waiting to be a better mother, if you're waiting to be a better wife, if you're waiting to be a better ministry leader, if you're waiting to launch that business, as long as you're waiting, nothing's happening. So stop waiting and start initiating. If it means that you need to get out and shake more hands, get out and shake more hands. Don't wait on the people to knock on your door, because they're not. Opportunity will knock, but success will not. I promise you. So stop waiting and start initiating. Get out there. If you're afraid to talk to people, the best thing you can do to overcome fear is get over fear and do it. Get out, and the more you do it, the more comfortable you will become with it. So make sure that you're not waiting, not procrastinating, and not making excuses, because the longer you wait, the more your fear is fed, or the more your procrastination is fed, and the longer you'll sit there and not have what it is that you want or need to become who God has called you to be. Number 5 is key. We see it every single day where people are destroying relationships, people are backbiting and backstabbing and not keeping connections. 5 is build bridges and not walls. Build bridges and not walls. This means simply make sure that you're connecting with people, because bridges get you to where you want to be. Walls will keep the people out that need to be in. So make sure that you learn how to forgive, because if you have any forgiveness from your past, it's going to hinder you and keep you from moving forward and connecting with people in your present and in your future. So make sure that you have forgiveness on your side. Make sure that you learn how to trust people. You don't want to go into a situation where you feel like everybody's out to get me, or women are catty and they just want to steal your business ideas. Whatever, you need to find you a new circle of people if those are the people you're used to. Be in prayer about the people that you need to connect with. Trust me, they will come. You don't have to force it. You don't have to go and hang on to people that shouldn't be hung on to. Building bridges and not walls is also about learning how to disconnect from people that you shouldn't be connected to. Not out of fear, but out of what it takes for you to get to the next level. Walls will keep the right people out. You're trying to keep the bad people out, but the walls will keep the right people out, the people that are supposed to be connected to you. Number 6, get comfortable with change and uncomfortable with complacency. You have to be always in a position to change. Understand that things change around you constantly. You should be in a position to be willing to change and grow. You should make sure that you're always looking at where you are now versus where you want to be. You can even compare to where you have been, just to know that you're growing and changing. Get comfortable with change and uncomfortable with complacency. Complacency is that thing that will have you say, I'm okay at this level, when really you're called to be at this level. Complacency is that thing that will have you say, I want to do it, but I don't think I can do it. So then you'll stay there. Complacency and fear are first cousins, okay? They will both have you stuck, have you paralyzed, have you dazed and confused, and most of all, have you going nowhere fast. So make sure that you're comfortable with change. Understand that things change, things evolve, things get better. Things sometimes get worse, but you have to make sure that you're comfortable with the change process and that you're not just being stuck and okay with being stuck. I don't know about you, but I know when I was growing up, I had not the greatest, not the most fancy, not the silver spoon in my mouth. I had some challenges, and because of those challenges, when I got older and in a place where I was ready to dream big and live bigger, I did not give myself the permission to succeed and have what it is that I want. Number 7 is give yourself permission to succeed. So many of us give ourselves permission to not have, or an excuse to fail, or an excuse and a reason to, not accomplish what we had set out or want to accomplish. Give yourself permission to succeed, because if you don't, nobody else around you can do it. You're going to always feel like you don't deserve it. You're going to always feel like you can't do it. You're going to always be in a place where you are there thinking, what's next? Or could I have better? Or you're going to be in that, I wish I would have. You don't want to live the life of I wish I would have. Give yourself permission to get it. Give yourself permission to have it. Give yourself permission to continue to dream, but most importantly, give yourself permission to go after the dream and make it a reality. Number 8, this is where people miss it. When they have vision boards and they have, vision books, or when they have their vision, number 8 is where they miss it. Picture your success. Don't just write it. Don't just have pictures of it, because when I say picture, I'm not saying have a picture. I'm saying picture your success. Make a mental note of what you look like in that house that you want. I have even gone so far as to say I can hear myself walking on my floor that I desire to have in my house. I can hear my kids in the backyard, in the pool, on the house that's on my vision board. Picture your success. Understand what it's going to feel like. If you want to be a speaker, understand what it's going to feel like to stand in front of an arena full of women or whoever your audience is and to speak with them. Understand what it feels like if you want to be an author. You have to understand what it feels like to have a New York Times bestseller if that's your goal. Picture your success. Get a picture, understand it, feel it, smell it. Understand what the food tastes like that you want to be able to purchase on your next level. Understand the clothes that you're going to wear. Picture it. Put yourself in. When you've already pictured your success, the fear of its magnitude when it comes won't paralyze you. Another good point is that you'll know exactly what it is that you're looking for. Many times we go through our visions and our goals and we just write stuff down, but we haven't pictured it, so when it comes, we don't have an idea if we missed it or not. Make sure that you know what it is because you've already pictured it. You've already developed a sensory relationship with what it is that you want. If you do not give your mind something to focus on, it will continue to replay the past. And usually it's going to replay the failures of your past. So make sure you give your mind that thing to focus on. You put yourself in that picture. You hear it, you smell it, you taste it, you see it. Whatever it takes, but make sure that you picture your success. Number 9, accept your gifts and stop trying to unwrap everybody else's. What am I saying? I'm saying stay in your own lane. God created you unique, perfect, fearfully and wonderfully made. You cannot be somebody else. You have a plan, you have a purpose. There is something crafted just for your gift. I know maybe when my daughter was 4, she's 8 now, but when she was 4, I remember one Christmas she wanted to open everybody's gifts after she opened her own. Well, she opened my son's gifts, and he's 18 now, so he's 10 years older than her. And the thing that he allowed her to open did not fit her. So it was no good for her. So she just opened it, saw it was too big, and went on to the next gift that was not her own. Went to my daughter's gift that is 5 years older than her. It wasn't something that my 8-year-old, well at the time 4-year-old, asked for. So it did her no good. It didn't serve her a purpose. She didn't even understand what it was for or understand how to work it. Why am I saying that? Open someone else's gift, it may not fit you. When you try to open someone else's gift, you may not understand how to work it. That's why we see so many people who are operating out of their own gifts, not succeeding, not making it, and confused and more unfulfilled than they were. And also, not just themselves, but they're messing other people up because they're not operating in their own gift. Your gift will make room for you. Not her gift, not his gift. I can speak. I'm not saying I am T.D. Jakes. Do I love Bishop T.D. Jakes? Absolutely. But I am Nicole Journey. I am her. I'm not him. So make sure that you unwrap your own gift and you embrace it and you use it and you do what it is that God called you to do. Number 10. This step has got to be the most missed step out there. 10. Get a coach or a mentor. Now let me put a disclaimer out there. Everybody's not for you. Everybody cannot coach you. Everybody cannot be your mentor, but there is someone for you. So make sure that you get a coach or a mentor. Coach can be a life coach, a business coach, a relationship coach. Whatever you need help in, there is a coach for you. A mentor can also be somebody that you maybe study that you don't have a personal connection with, but that you kind of follow their success. Be a lifelong learner. You know, be a student of success. Find you a few champions, study their life. What are they doing? What's working for them? How are they doing it? But you definitely want to make sure that you have somebody who's done what you desire to do so that they can help you get to where you desire to be. Because clearly if they've been there, they can help you get there also. So you want to make sure that you find a coach, a mentor. I actually advise you to have a coach and a few mentors. Somebody that you're watching, somebody that you're studying, somebody that is helping you from a distance, so to speak. There are plenty of people out there in your area, in your field of study, or in your desired business that's already done it and that is doing it well. So make sure that you have a coach and a mentor. Thank you so much for joining me today, giving me some of your time. Hopefully I gave you something to walk away with to help you become her and stay on that path. I do want to make sure that I invite you to go to my website, www.nickjourney.com, and join the Becoming Her movement. As you join the movement, I will be sending out inspiring tips and points and videos and special promotions and things like that, just to help you on your journey. So until the next time, enjoy the journey to becoming her.